Welcome back to AM Northwest. You know, there is a lot going on in the skies right now. Here to share what it all means for us, we welcome back the author of Astrology for Real Relationships, Jessica Lanyadoo. Good to have you back again, Jessica. Great to see you.
Great to see you. Thanks for having me back.
You bet. It's always so fun. All right, let's get right into it. Mercury Retrograde, Sunday, the August the 4th, but through the whole month, really.
Yeah, okay, so this Mercury retrograde, and for those who don't really know what Mercury retrograde is, but I'm sure have heard about it, Mercury is a planet and it appears to move backwards through the sky a few times a year. We call it Mercury retrograde. And this is when communication goes wonky. Technology goes wonky. It's like not a great time to buy new technology or sign contracts, and other important communications can get fuddled. And so as an astrologer, I'm always encouraging people to follow the rule of REs: reflect, review, reassess.
Oh.
And you can apply a lot more words. But yeah, this Mercury retrograde will be affecting us August 4th through the 28th. And so it's going to be an important time to, sit with information before you jump to conclusions. Make sure you're understanding things correctly. And also, if you have to sign a contract or make a big decision, to triple check whatever it is.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Dot the I's, cross the T's, make sure.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then you've got the next full moon. That's on the August 19th. What do you expect from there? A lot should be going on that day.
Yes. So we have a full moon in Aquarius on the 19th of August, which will be a really big astrological event. And my guess is that everyone's going to notice, because this particular full moon includes something called a T-square to Uranus. So basically what we can expect is the unexpected. Mercury will still be retrograde, and so we are likely to have communication or technology issues. But I would expect big news to be broken on that date or around that, but especially on that date. And for unexpected things to occur, and big unexpected things to occur, because this full moon also involves a T-square to Jupiter. So we are going to be, on a personal level, assessing our relationships, the things that are important to us, perhaps even our finances. And then on more of a social level, the same things, what's important to us, our economy. And again, we can expect the unexpected and big shakeups this full moon.
Wow, I just can't wait for that. And it's going to impact everybody, because it's not just like whatever sign, like now is Leo time, right? Right now we're in Leo. So let's talk about those. Yeah, let's talk about Leos, if you don't mind, for a second then. What can we expect?
We should always talk about Leos.
Yeah, because I'm a Leo, so I brought that up. Yeah, exactly.
So the full moon is a full moon in Aquarius, which means that the sun is in Leo and the moon is in Aquarius. And the new moon that we have on the 4th, which I didn't mention, but probably should, is when the sun and moon are both in Leo. And so we're in a very Leo time. And what this means for Leos, but also in a different way to all the fixed signs. So the fixed signs are Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio, is that this is a time to get really clear about who you are. And to make sure that the things that are the most important to you are also the things that are getting your energy and attention and passion. Because a lot of times we end up frittering away our energy and focusing it in the direction of what actually is not that important to us.
Yeah.
And so whenever we're in a solar season, so you're a Leo, we're in your solar season, we're in Leo season, it's an invitation to get kind of better connected and intentional about what's important to you, because this can be a really meaningful reset of your energies.
Yeah, wow.
And in particular, this full moon is going to be, again, kicking up the unexpected. So being open and adaptable is easier when you're, in alignment with yourself, when you know what's important to you and you're oriented in that direction.
Now, I have a note here about the U.S. being in Pluto since Pluto returned since 2/22/22. But, and that only happens, what, once every
250 years.
Okay.
So this is our first, because we're a baby nation, this is our first Pluto return. And a Pluto return of a nation is always a really big deal. It is often associated with the fall of an empire. It is associated with the nation itself coming to grips with its greatest shame, with its greatest trauma. And all, nations have issues, just like all people have issues.
Sure.
And the Pluto return of the United States has been, because we've been in it for a few years, a time where tensions have come to the surface and major issues have been, we've all need to be grappling with them. Now, Pluto has kind of moved into Aquarius and moved out of the exactitude of Pluto return, and it's going to stay out of exactitude, except Pluto moves back into Capricorn for 3 months, and it won't return to Capricorn for another 250 years. But it will return to Capricorn for 3 months, and those 3 months happen to be the election.
Yeah.
And so, I think all astrologers, certainly I am expecting a lot of tension this election. And I don't think you need to be an astrologer to expect
figure that out, right? Yeah. A lot of tension.
It's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of tension. And the chart for the election in 2024 is pretty dramatic. And so I expect that, to say the least, the passions of the populace have been engaged.
Yeah.
And what will happen as a result of that, is maybe for a much longer conversation another time. But the thing that I think is the most important is that people are feeling really intensely.
Yeah, sure.
And our systems are either going to change or they're going to change. Yeah. It's kind of like
either way
or another, we're changing in a meaningful way. So it's important to all Americans.
Jessica, you're the best. We want to tell everyone the book again is titled Astrology for Real Relationships. Jessica Lanyadoo, you are awesome. Thank you so much.
You're awesome. Thanks so much. Thanks for having me.
You bet. All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.